Well, good afternoon and welcome to the State Club Cup final between Northwest Graduates and South Launceston Suns. We are at the Tasmanian Hockey Centre and the sun is just gone behind a cloud, so we hopefully will escape the rain today. My name's Harry Vanderwood, and with me this afternoon in the commentary box, off Twitter for once, is Canterbury legend Oliver Lane. Ollie, welcome.
Thanks, Harry. It's nice to be here. It's looking like a lovely day at the moment over the pitch, but if we look at the mountain, which is absolutely covered in clouds, so it could be a wet one come game time, or about the second quarter, I think.
Ollie, fresh back into the state from playing over in Victoria with MCC. How has it been playing hockey over there? A bit interrupted by COVID lockdowns?
Yeah, it's been really good. I've been over there for 3 years now. The last 2 years have been a bit interrupted with COVID, obviously, but it's been nice to experience a new club and some new coaches. I was fortunately enough to be coached by Andrew Smith, the Olympic bronze medalist in Beijing, and that was great. And it's a really nice, vibrant club. It's different to set up to down here where we all have our own home pitches. And yeah, it's really great. And there's a few other Canterbury lads over there playing with me in Matt Davis and Will Lawler, so it's sort of still a Hobart connection.
Lovely to hear. So, Ollie, today's game we have Northwest Graduates and South Lonnie Suns. Two very different paths to get here, as far as Northwest Grads in the Premier League going out of finals in straight sets. So they'll have a point to prove today, and the South Lonnie Suns went through the GNL undefeated. So it's going to be an absolute cracker game here with a lot of on the line for this. The first time we've had this fixture in quite a few years. So we will we'll touch on some of the key players to watch in this first quarter, but I'm looking forward to getting underway here at the Tasmanian Hockey Centre.
Yeah, the Suns have had a great season. They're currently undefeated, and we're looking to keep going along today. I think the early start of this game, the first 5 to 10 minutes, is going to be really crucial. I think Northwest will want to get some form and get going and get a goal early and really put some scoreboard pressure on. If the Suns can keep Northwest scoreless going into the quarter time and then build slowly throughout the game, we could see Northwest just slowly get more and more under pressure, and that's going to play to the Suns' advantage.
Absolutely. Ollie, it'll be interesting to see how both teams approach it. Obviously, they have their own competitions, and this is a separate statewide competition in the final after the season. So, see the motivation from both teams. But I'm pretty sure they'll both come out really, really hard, as we said. Northwest trying to take on that disappointment that they copped in the Premier League finals, and South Launceston really trying to keep that momentum.
Yeah, I think so, and I think for Northwest it'll be a mental battle here early on just to get going. They've had a couple of weeks off. They lost their first 2 finals. However, to walk away from the season with a cup and some silverware, it will leave a smile on Coach Mardell's face. And I don't think it's a wasted season then by any stretch. I think they'll be disappointed with how their Premier League season finished, as anyone would be, to go out in straight sets. But definitely a chance to sort of put a smile on the dial at the end, as Brothers has the ball here down the right-hand side. Good pressure from the South Launceston Suns to start off with, as it's a bit of a scrappy start here, as Baker passes the ball back for the Suns, plays it into Simons, and we're away down the right hand side here, and that's out.
Bit of a almost untidy start to this quarter from both teams, probably just feeling their way around their hockey sticks for the first time in a couple of weeks. I do know that both these teams did train during the week, though, so they should be good. Mainwaring just tosses it overhead, but can't get it past Williams. Alexander with the ball. That's Lucy, though. Can she make up for it? Nothing in there, and Williams clears up forward. There's a race on for the ball. South Launceston come out in front. Looks like that's Johns. Johns vice-captain today and has been all season. She's had a little bit of a knee concern coming to this game. We can see the strap on there, so it'll be interesting to see how she's moving as Brothers throws the ball up the line, but it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, a bit conservative start from both teams here, still both feeling themselves into the game. I think it will be. The couple of weeks off will just give them a bit of time to get their touch back, the mental switch off from the season ending, and there's a turnover there as it's cleared by Shepherd Blaisley, the goalkeeper there for South Launceston Suns, and it's Calvert on the side with the ball, and she plays on quickly and drives towards the circle, beats one, Oh, and there's a scrap there. No play on. Oh no, and the umpire Pearson there has called a short corner for obstruction, and we'll see the first short corner for Grads.
Yeah, we just saw the really quick autoplay there from Calvert, getting the ball into the circle, putting the South Lonnie Suns under a lot of pressure, and they got the third man obstruction foul. So first blood to Northwest graduates here with the PC. It'll be interesting to see what they go with. Arthur always a strong option for the flick.
Yeah, I think Northwest will just want to get one on the box to start off with, so I do expect to see an Arthur flick here. Just nice and strong. Test for keeper out early. The ball comes out here. It's pushed, and it's Arthur with a flick and strong and into the bottom right corner, and that's a goal. That is not the ideal start that the South Launceston Suns wanted. A bit of scoreboard pressure here from Northwest, but after, I think, talking before the game off air, they've lost their last 6 games. To get a goal on the board early will be great confidence for the Bulldogs, and I think the Suns will need to consolidate here and just make sure the scoreboard doesn't get out of hand too early. But I'm backing him in here, Vanders.
Yes, certainly. Arthur very good from the flicking position as we see Suns moving forward now, but well done from Wayne Waring, turning it over. However, it's back with the Suns. Well won there. One back by Baker, who has been doing a lot already this game. So is Williams, but she's turned it over to Arthur. Working hard to get back, though. Good body work from Williams. Calvert now, nothing ahead. Head down now, runs. She's quick. She's played this game. She's got a little bit of space. Can she find Alexander up the line? No, but she can find a long corner. Just see the change of pace there from Grace Calvert, Ollie Lane, showing why she can be such a threat. She was head up, looking around, and then she just decided to go and put this Suns defence under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's really key for the midfielders like Calvert to break lines and create all those 2-on-1s going up the ground. As soon as she's broken the line, as we go into the circle here, from Northwest, and there's another goal, and I've missed that. Who scored that? I think that was Croden there. Croden getting the celebration, and yeah, that's just really started from Calvert. They're breaking the lines early. As I said, it's really key for the midfield to break those lines and create 2-on-1s up the ground, Vanders, and that really allows the strikers to find space and get the ball in the circle, which is key.
Yes, and Kelsey Lewis with a great job there, just auto-playing quickly and running into the circle, getting that ball to Crowden. Here's Crowden again with the ball. Great spin from Crowden. But South Lonnie just happy to see that over the back line. It will be a free just outside the circle. Calvert over the ball.
Yeah, I think it's really important here for South Launceston that they absorb the pressure. As Calvert breaks into the circle, she finds the line, and great save there by Shepherd Blaisley for a long corner. It's really important here that the Suns absorb this pressure. They don't want the lead blowing out too early in this game. If they can just absorb it here and keep it at 2-0, I think reset, get to quarter time, only 2 goals, and I think they can build from there. As Johns presses hard here, and it's a good play around the back from Northwest Grads, finds it out at the left-hand side with Main Waring, and she cracks the ball across the circle, and that'll be a 16-yard hit there. Great ball, dangerous, right spots. Just needs a tap from the stick there, and it'll be goal.
Great left halving there from Main Waring, just cracking it in on the 45. That's what we like to see. So it's all Northwest in the.
It's specialty Vanders, isn't it? The left halving.
No, I like to throw it, push it meekly over the back line. It's all Northwest, and here they are again. Attacking through Jacobson. She finds a foot. Can she get advantage? She does. Pops into the circle. Scut there to what looks like Alexander. And it's going to be a long corner. It was Pascoe in there. And a bit of a scrummage, but it has gone over the back line. And it's going to be a long corner for Northwest Grads. Just continuing to put a lot of pressure on this Suns team. Quick ball to Scut. Fires it straight in the one touch. No one at home, though, for the graduates. And Suns are going to come away with it. They, Ollie, really need to find a way to get some meaningful possession and start to move their way forward.
Yeah, it's been all Northwest on the pressure gauge here and there again. Northwest have turned them over brilliantly. And that's Pascoe in the circle. They're trying to find a short corner. Umpire Pearson is looking for it, and she's blown it there. I think Umpire Pearson there was playing advantage, which was good to see if Northwest could get a shot away. But in the end, she's blown the short corner there, which is great umpiring, and we love to see it. Shepherd Blaisley looks like she's going to be tested out a bit early here today, but we did see a fantastic save earlier on where she came out and met the ball. So putting pressure on the strikers there is really key for the goalkeeper. as what do we look like here? It looks like Arthur's off the ground, so we've got Ebony, Alexander and Jacobson on top. I'm expecting a Jacobson strike here, but we'll just see what happens. Oh, and we've gone to the other corner with Alexander. Alexander strikes. Good shot, good save by Blaisley Shepherd, and it's in there. Scrum. Oh, a bit of a rugby-like ruck contest there, and it's been pushed out over baseline for a long corner. And Northwest will get the ball back out here through Brothers.
Good goalkeeping there, keeping the ball under control, and some good body work there from Shepherd Blaisley, keeping that one out. But Northwest continued their assault on this Suns goal. Can they regain any possession? Johns can't do so, but gives away the free to Brothers. Crichton now back to Brothers. That was a nice little back pass. And it's going to be yet another Northwest Graduates long corner. What do you think is going to be the coaching message to the Suns there at quarter time, coached by Andrew Lancaster? What's Andrew's message going to be to the girls?
I think it's just going to be keep soaking up the pressure here. It's scrappy at the moment, but they're soaking it up. Restrict Northwest to as little shots as possible, as there's another corner there won by Calvert. I think it's really just soaking up the pressure here, and it's just going to be a game for the Suns where they have to play it, sort of break it down into little chunks and say the next 5 minutes, and that'll get them the whole piece of the whole. We saw in their game against the Diamondbacks led 1-0 all day, and they just worked them over to get the victory. So it's going to be the same sort of message. Stick to your processes and be confident here. As Northwest line up again, Alexander and Jacobson have switched around here, which Castle's there coming off. As the ball comes out to Alexander again, and she hits, and she's put it wide to the left here, and this will be a 16-yard hit to the Suns. I think one thing that the Suns need to do here is there seems to be a bit of a pack mentality of the Bulldogs here, just to get it in their face and press them. As they've turned them over once again, they need to probably find someone to hit in the midfield there and get it out and break up this press from the Northwest Grads.
Yeah, certainly they're going to have to try something a little bit different, but if they can just find their way to quarter time, 2-0 down, Ollie, I think they'll be able to hopefully just reassess. We do know that Northwest can concede quick goals, so that'll be the message, I think, from the South Launceston Suns as they gain possession on the far side. Good hit up the line. Johns can't trap though, bit of a bouncing ball. Cooper, recharge. Brothers finds herself in a little bit of space. What she got ahead? Bit of an interesting ball there to Alexander, but she's got space. Ebony, that is. Crichton down the line. Williams, good work though on her back stick. Can she find someone? Unable to. Turns it back over again. Lewis. Out to McMullen. Arthur with a little bit of space. Flicks it inside, but no one home. And that's Trethewey on the ball now for the Suns. She can't do anything either. Turns it back over. Both teams just struggling to maintain any possession now. But that's a lovely ball into the middle for Lewis. Just out too far in front of Alexander, though. That's going to roll over the sideline. Interestingly enough, Oliver, we are umpired today by Alyssa and Jaden Pearson, the sibling combo, brother-sister combo, which is, I'm sure they'll have some good communication out there. Have you been umpired by a sibling combination before?
I don't think I've had the sibling combination, but I do rate both the Pearsons as very good umpires, so they will manage the game quite well. They understand how the players want to play, and they'll be very fair. As the Suns break away here through the middle, this is great play from them. That's White with the ball now. She plays it through to Connolly. Connolly chases hard, but it's mopped up well there by Northwest Grads, and they're out here. We will see I think that's a back of a stick from Trafui there, and yeah, Pearson spotted it as well. And he's just giving a warning. This is great player management here from Pearson. He could have gone really hard and given the card early, but he's just given the warning, which I like. We want to see players on the park, which is great. I don't think Trafui did that deliberately. It was a bit clumsy. As we're playing the ball wide here through McMullen, and McMullen goes into Alexander, who goes out to Arthur, and that has rolled over back of baseline, the sideline. But it's great to see the play coming from using both sides of the pitch, especially when it gets stuck in one side and they bounce it back out and go to the other. That's really how we open the game up and find some space.
Yes, Northwest Grads able to probably have the better of it, just finding some space in the middle, able to roll out from the side, but Suns also looking to do that. Here's Williams. She's had a heap of it in this first quarter. But who can she find? Hasn't been many options for her up front, but a little fumble there from McMullen. Opens the door to Simmons. What can she do? She earns the free. She's going to play on quickly. That's a nice ball out to Trethewey. She's got space in front of her. What can she do with it? Puts it into the circle. Bit of a scrimmage. Oh, and a chance there for Johns at the back post off the keeper, but Johns couldn't put it away. Still the ball in play though here. Arthur trying to defend. Does well. Uses her strength and wins back possession well. That was a big chance for Johns there at the back post for the Suns. And Northwest just a little bit lazy in defence there, and that just shows why the Suns have been undefeated all year in the GNL and why Northwest need to be very careful on those quick breakaways, Oliver Lane.
Yeah, I think the Suns are probably not going to get as many opportunities today as the Bulldogs, so they will need to put them away. That was a great opportunity. That's just some confidence coming into the Suns. It was a bit of a scrappy start, but if we see a bit more of that as the game, and that pushes Northwest Grads back as well and opens up a bit of space in the midfield, which is great to see. As Williams bangs it long there and finds White, and it's a free hit, and Jacobson's not too happy about that, and Jacobson will go around the back here, and she finds Scott. And Scott and McMullen work together here, and just Northwest Grads just resetting it up here around the back, getting their structure, which is good to see. As White puts pressure on, and it comes back out here to McMullen. McMullen goes inboard here. And that inboard is to Lewis, and Lewis goes back out to Jacobson. And good. Northwest Grads are just holding the ball up here, which is good. Holding possession, working them over. There's only, 2.5 minutes left. As Croden goes in towards the circle. And that's mopped up well there by the Suns. And Calvert great skills from Calvert. And she's won a short corner there for the Dogs. That's just, the Bulldogs' pressure will be there all day here, and the Suns need to deal with it. It's just the way it is, Vanders, sorry.
No, right you are. The pressure from the Dogs has been immense early, and any small slip-up from the Suns has been jumped upon by the Bulldogs. Also a little bit of pressure up here in the commentary box to Oliver Lane. I've been told by Scott next to me that there actually has been 2 losses for the Suns this year, so a little bit of pressure getting to all of us. So apologies, the Suns not undefeated, but they had 2 losses. But right now, it's Northwest with the short corner. Arthur's back on it. It's going to look like a flick from Arthur. Well defended there by... Well, it looked like it must have just come off a foot, but well done to Williams to get in the way there and just... I think stick onto foot there, and well defended. As we're just having a few people message in to the commentary box with a few tips for myself and Oliver Lane. Thanks for the feedback. You're watching on the Hockey Tas YouTube site, and you can leave any comments there as well, and we'll try and do our best. But Northwest with another corner, and Arthur flicks again. It's the boner. Oh, and Crowden just puts it wide. That's the backstick deflection, better known colloquially as the boner, but well done to Suns for surviving another day.
Yeah, it's a very funny term, a boner. If you go to any other state and you say, let's run the boner, it's just laughed at. What are you talking about? So it actually originates, I think, from when Phil Burrows, who's affectionately known as Boner, played a season for the Tigers in the early 2000s, and that was one of their short corner routines. And that's it's stuck in Tasmania ever since.
Really? I absolutely never knew that. I just thought it was a general hockey term. I had no idea that it was a Tasmanian legend. That's great facts, Oliver Lane, and that's why you're up here with your special comments. It's still Northwest with all the play so far. Arthur, first time into the circle, but dealt with there from the Suns, just hitting that out, playing for space there, and that's going to run down some more of this time. But the Suns' desperate need of quarter time, and a chat with Coach Lancaster. They need to reset here. Northwest to be happy with how it's gone so far. We feel a little bit stiff to not have another goal though. And there is the quarter time break in this State Club Cup final between Northwest Grads and South Lonnie Suns. It is Northwest Grads 2, South Lonnie Suns 0. And Northwest Grads certainly having the majority of the play today. So we are streaming live on the Hockey Tasmania YouTube page, and you can get involved in the conversation as well. Jump on the stream and type a comment in, and we'll hopefully myself and Oliver Lane will be able to provide some insights into this contest here. Oliver, how do you find that first quarter? What's your special thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think the Suns won't be happy with putting in 2 goals, but there was a stage there where I thought it could have been a bit more of a bloodbath. So I think we reset here and we go again, which is good. So the Suns are still within touching difference. It's just going to be a grind now. They can easily win 3-2, something like that, or 2-2 and go to shootout. They've just got to take it quarter by quarter and just build it up now. 1 goal is all they need. And two goals is the worst lead in hockey, because just 1 goal and the pressure just comes straight back on. So Northwest grads, Mardella be telling the Bulldogs girls there just to keep the pressure on. Don't come off it at all, and they need to get a third as soon as they can.
Yes, this Northwest grad side, of course, losing 5 in a row, and including that straight sets finals loss. So they have not been in good form lately, and as you say, a 2-0 lead can quickly put a team under pressure. So the Suns will know that. Coach Lancaster will be telling his troops that. So be interested to see what both teams have got here in this second quarter of hockey. Of course, there is more action after this game. It is the Men's State Club Cup final between Premier League champions Derwent and Canterbury Lions, your club, Oliver Lane. So that is an action-packed afternoon of State Club Cup finals. But right now, it is the second quarter about to get underway in this Women's State Club Cup final clash. It's Northwest 2 and North Launceston 0.
Yeah, as Johns gets the Suns away here, and they've gone straight. I like the fact they've gone forward there. I mean, they've turned it over, but at least they're showing some aggression. They want to get back into this game, which is great. As the ball is turned over there by Williams for the Suns, and it's a bit scrappy there. Williams versus Alexander and Arthur's come away with the ball there, and she runs forward and she placed it nicely in there to Croton. And Hamilton there has tackled and won the free hit there, which is great. And we now have Trafui over the ball. Now, Trafui's knee Budgeon, so Kira Budgeon, if people are watching from home, a great state player for Tassie growing up, and the brother of Kurt, and the cousin of Nick. But Kira is a great hockey player in her own right. So, as brothers pass the ball down here to Calvin, and Calvin has the ball in the midfield here, and she looks up and she looks to take on Simmons. Oh, and that's a big stopping tackle there from Hamilton, and has given away the free hit as the ball is played into the right-hand corner here by Brothers, and it's a 16-yard hit there. It looks like Trafui's come back into the back line here. I think she was up front to start off early on in the game there.
Yeah, it looks like she's just come back to lend a hand to the Suns' defence. They've been under the pressure. Interesting to get your thoughts on that stopping tackle, as you called it, Laney. I thought that even though she put a knee down, she got ball. And then Calvert went over. I would have thought that was fair enough. What's your opinion on that? Is that a free? I'm not an umpire, and I respect the umpires greatly. It's a hard one to umpire because and hockey is such a hard game to umpire. There's so many rules, and yeah, it is hard because you've got to see did they take the body first or the ball first, and that's where it all comes down to. So I think when the umpire is not 100% sure, but is maybe 90 or something, they'll blow a free hit. And if they're really sure with those tackles, they will give a card and or some sort of penalty. As the Bulldogs have a ball in the middle here, and it's got through to Cowler there, who's tackled by Simons. And Simons plays the ball forward, but Jacobson mops up beautifully and plays it out to Alexander. Oh, and there's a free hit there that Pearson's picked out. Now, this is where the Suns are going to need to work hard here to get up the ground and put some pressure on. As you can see, their defenders are not pushing too far. We can't see that on the screen, but they could really push up and spread the field out here as it goes out to Hamilton. And Hamilton needs to find someone here, and she goes back to Trafui. And Trafui plays it wide to Johns here, and Johns with the good receiver, and it's hit her foot by it. That's unfortunate for Johns. She had beaten her player there and was looking away if she could trap that. As Mainwaring has the ball, and she plays it out to Arthur, who's there on the left-hand side. As Williams picks it up here for the Suns. Plays it back out to, I can't see who that is, Dwyer, sorry. And it's in the midfield here for the Suns here, and it's a bit of a scrap there. Alexander and Panku. Back to Williams, back to Trafui. And Lucy Alexander there turns it over, and just good pressure. Goes back to the Suns, and we'll set it back up again as it goes. Ball's played into Williams. Williams with the ball now. She's been prolific all the first quarter and the start of the second quarter. She's been absolutely everywhere. Obviously, a very fit player. A lot of gut running, so I'm sure we'll call her name a lot more this afternoon. All of a sudden, Suns just probably having the best patch as far as territory they have so far this game. Getting a little bit of time in their forward half, which is going to be important for them to mount any sort of attack. There's Williams again. Hits it in, doesn't quite get it though. And Mainwaring is away on the other side. She's got Alexander in front of her, Lucy. And look at that hard running on the outside. Oh, cannot get up to Jacobson, who was rarely in the attacking half, and she'll be disappointed. I think, Laney, as a defender, when you decide to actually overlap and have a crack, if it doesn't get to you, you're gutted. Absolutely gutted.
Yeah, and I've seen Jacobson play before, and when she does get into that forward line, she loves, you can see her eyes light up, and she really goes for it. She wants a goal, as Calvert has the ball here, and a bit behind the play, but it's good, and she plays the ball out wide here. Plays the ball out wide here to Lewis, and Lewis regains possession here, and Williams, for the Suns here, puts pressure on. She's been working tirelessly, Williams here, as Arthur has the ball in a circle, and she plays it in. It's hit the stick of Chatui there, and it's play on. What's umpire Pearson going to pull out here? That's Brothers with the ball, and it's hit Brothers' foot. It's a great tackle here, and the Suns are away quickly through the counter-attack. Conley with the ball, and Jacobson's come back, and Brothers now in possession in the midfield. Plays it to Calvert. Calvert looking up, goes a long slap hit out to Lucy Alexander. Bit of a mistrap, but she's going to control it. Lucy Alexander plays into a foot there, wins the free hit, and then plays on quickly. The ball gets down to Croden. Croden looks for Arthur in the middle, but it's tackled by Chatui brilliantly. And it's a little battle here with Chatui and Croden, and Chatui wins out with Croden putting the ball over the baseline.
Well, it's good to see quite a large contingency of North Launceston Sun supporters. South Launceston. I've been calling them North all day. Apologies. I have to lock the commentary box so the South Launceston fans don't come up. But there is a lot of them here today, which is really good to see. Good to see some support for them, and hopefully we'll be able to cheer them on to getting a goal, because right now they're 2-0 down and they need to show something. They've had a little bit more ball this quarter, but they need to get a lot more possession. Alexander now plays it quickly into the circle. Oh, what a turn that was. Alexander now, Ebony, good save there. Scuts over the ball. What can she do? She's turning. She can get it back in. Can she find a penalty corner? She has done. She's found a penalty corner for back of the stick. Well, that was a brilliant save there by Shepherd Blaisley on the Alexander shot. Was low and to her right, and she dealt with it well. And then Scut, unfortunately for the Suns, South Launceston Suns that is, was able to gain a short corner. So this is Northwest Graduates' 5th short corner of the game, I believe. And so far we've seen Arthur flick and Alexander hit. So both of them are standing at the top of the circle now. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. They have both been off different setups. So where's this going to go? It does go to Arthur. What's she going to do here? Looks like she goes the flick. And it has hit the stick of Williams and not the foot. So it's going to be a Northwest long corner.
Yeah, I think we just saw Arthur come off the second battery there as the first flick was off the first. So a bit of a mix-up there, just trying to get a better line to that right post and take out that first runner. As Arthur one times in a circle, trapped by Calvert. Calvert off the half volley, and she's hit it over top there. That was an exciting bit of play there. Calvert is probably Northwest Grad's most dangerous player there. If she's in the circle, you just know she's going to shoot at any stage. As it's turned over here, and Brothers will regain a ball for the Northwest Grads here. She's got time and space. She plays it into Calvert. Calvert looks for Brothers again. A little 1-2 play. That's great play there. And Alexander back to Brothers, and Brothers worked hard to get down the line there. She's got options here, and that looks like a great tackle from Sawyer there. And Northwest will reset here. I think the pressure is just building, but the Suns seem to be looking after the ball here, and I think the Suns are slowly working into this game, which is good. It's going to be a lot harder for Northwest to find another goal. As the ball comes back to Jacobson, she's got plenty of time, a nice strong ball movement across the field. Played down there, and it's into McMullen, that left-hand side. And Cooper goes back to Jacobson. And Jacobson plays it wide in the pocket there for Pascoe, but Pascoe just a bit long on the pass there. She left Pascoe a lot of work to do there, Jacobson. And they'll press it right into that corner as it's gone over the sideline as Hamilton walks up to take the free hit.
Well, Ollie, we've had a comment come in. We've got a bit of a shout-out from Newcastle. Gordon Southwood watching his daughter Renee Hamilton play. Gordon and Leslie Southwood watching their daughter Renee Hamilton play. So thanks for listening to the stream. They're up in New South Wales in lockdown. So we hope you're doing well, and thanks for joining us. We're glad you can enjoy this game. We're enjoying it as well. And hopefully for you, Suns can get a goal and get back into this competition. But right now, it's Brothers running away with it, and she's earned the free here on the near side. Brothers quickly into Calvert. Calvert looks on today and finds the foot and regains possession. Yeah, it's certainly interesting what you say about Grace Calvert, Ollie Lane. I think this Northwest graduate side, if Grace Calvert isn't playing well and providing options, as well as Ash Arthur, as we see Calvert streaming forward now. She's going to walk into the circle, has a shot off her right foot and just chips it over the top. But that just shows what we're saying. She's so dangerous. And this Northwest grad side, if Calvert and Arthur aren't necessarily on, then sometimes in the back half of the season they have struggled to score some goals. So, and as we see today, they haven't, because Arthur has scored goals and Calvert's been in breaking lines and in really good form. So that's something that Northwest will certainly want to address next season.
Yeah, if you saw that shot from Calvert there, she just hit it off her right foot, so a bit off balance there, and that's probably why she leant back and hit it in the air. But she's such a dangerous player, breaking through the lines there. As there's a free hit here to Northwest Grads. It's going to go to Scott. And we've had a shout out here from Kaya Williams' parents, Dale and Wendy. It's great to see you watching. Your daughter is playing superbly. She's really racking up the touches for the South Launceston Suns in the middle there. So, as well as the Hamiltons, as Renee Hamilton has also been getting a lot of touch for the Suns. So I think we seem to be calling the names where the parents are watching. That seems to be the go, Vanders. But it's great to see that people are tuning in from interstate and watching the live stream. As the Suns break away here, and they try to find Suns, and Brothers have scrapped it up here. And it goes out to Jacobson, ever reliable Jacobson. She's a superb fullback, a Tassie Tigers fullback, and she does a fantastic job back there for the Grads. She's a real stable of their defence.
Yes, Jacobson has been around for a long time for Northwest graduates, and just, you know what you're going to get from her every time. Solid brick wall defence. Very, very solid player. Ollie, I'm very glad that I've been talking up Williams. Now I know that her parents are watching, so that is great news. We've also got people streaming in from New Zealand as well. Kelsey Lewis's parents for Northwest Grads. Elizabeth watching from New Zealand. So I didn't know we had so many parents in different states with children playing hockey in Tassie. So welcome to everyone streaming, and we're really glad to have your company. So we hope you are enjoying this show these two teams are putting on. Ollie, I think that the Suns need to make more of their turnover counter-attack chances. I think that's the way they're going to score. So they need to really make sure they're not wasting it. And right now, it seems like when they're counter-attacking, they're going very narrow and straight at the goals, which I think maybe they need to work around the outside. What's your takes on that?
Yeah, I think the key to the Suns game, if they're going to get back, they're obviously playing absorbing the pressure and playing a counter-attacking style game. And you need to be quick on the break there. So I think they need to be a bit creative on their leading patterns exactly. And Northwest Grads are probably, defence is probably a bit is comfortable with how they're counter-attacking at the moment. So yeah, playing wide and just doing something a little different can only help sort of open some opportunities there. As William plays it out to Hamilton. And there's a turnover there, and Northwest Grads have a ball, and they take off quickly. And Pascoe has it here down the right-hand side. And McMullen and Pascoe working in tandem here as the ball's played in the corner there with Pascoe, and Pascoe driving into the circle. Great ball control, and she keeps hold of the ball there. McMullen with it now, and she plays the ball in, and Williams just knocks it out. And McMullen again finds the pill, and she plays it back here to Lewis. And Lewis goes right over the left-hand side to Mainwaring. Into Arthur. Great play from Northwest Grads, but it's mopped up there by Williams, who's been everywhere so far today. There's a bit of a scrap over there in the corner, and umpire Pearson's found a foot. It's hit Northwest Grads' foot, and that's Williams just being an absolute... Oh, and the two Pearsons disagree with each other there. That's a bit of a family feud, isn't it? The two umpires. As Northwest Grads have a ball now, and it's driven into the circle, and it's well trapped and put out by Suns. And here's Johns. Johns with a 3-on-1 here, so if she beats one here and she can find Connolly... and oh no, she's keep going here, John, which is good. Now the quick play on here, there needs to be a quick lead here from the Suns, and it's found its way through. Bit of pressure from Northwest defence here, and that's a corner. That's a short corner for the Suns here, and this will give them an opportunity for a shot, which we should see one of the first shots of the day for the Suns. So this is exciting for them.
Yeah, certainly is. I think I was just about to say to you, the Suns have done the first thing right of getting back in this game, and they've stopped the flow of goals from Northwest Grads, and they've stopped the momentum. So that is the first task, and now they've got to put one on the board themselves. So really good work. They're just finding their way into this game. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do here. It's John's going to be the push out. Push out a little bit wide, but good pace. Momentum back into the goal. Is that going to sneak in there? Oh, what a save. I don't know if that's the keeper or who it is, but that... Well, it's going to be another penalty corner, but that was an amazing save on the goal line. That looked like it was destined to go in, and it's been a stick save. So we're just watching a replay up here in the commentary box. I think that's the... that was Ponting there with the save, leaping up overhead. A magnificent save, and keeping the Suns scoreless. But they did get their second corner, and here it is. They go with the same variation. Is that another penalty corner? Oh, no, says Pearson. And now McMullen for Northwest Grads is away. She's got space in front of her. Pascoe's up ahead. That's where she goes now. What does Pascoe have here? She's just biding her time until she can find an option. Crowden's working hard. She can't get there. Suns doing well to just hold this Northwest Grads up. Pascoe puts it to the circle. No one home. And the Suns should have dealt with that better. Crowden comes away with it. Here's Lewis. Throws it across Arthur at the back post. She is not who you want to have the ball if you're a Suns player. Can she get a shot away? No. A lot of confusion in the circle, and eventually, Oliver Lane, the Suns clear that away. That was not tidy from either team. The Suns live to fight another day.
Yeah, you definitely don't want Arthur getting any ball in the circle if you're a South Launceston Suns supporter. She scored 14 goals in the Premier League, and she's just so strong in around those 5 yards. It's very hard to get the ball off her, and she'll often put it into that backboard nice and hard. As the Northwest Grads are just play the ball in here to Lewis, who plays it out wide to Mainwaring, who plays it into Arthur down that side. And it's a bit of a scrap out there as they keep going here, and Crowden breaks through. Oh, and it's in the hot spot there. Oh, and it's cleared nicely by the Suns and out to Connolly. But Calvert, McMullen looks like she's laid a tackle there, and the Grads will have a free hit as it's played out wide to Pascoe. Good channeling by the Suns to keep them out wide here. Be protecting your feet because Pascoe will be looking for the corner, and she's got it. That was really just textbook play there from Northwest. If you get into those pockets of the circle, finding a corner is your best option, especially with the wall of Suns, rather than just giving away the turnover. So that was fantastic play from Pascoe there.
Yeah, Northwest doing a really good job of turning the Suns over in the midfield and then instantly just outletting the ball wide and running around the outside of them. We've seen that a lot today, and that's what happened there. McMullen got the earned the free for Northwest. Jacobson just threw it out wide, and then they were able to get the quick circle penetration. As we look now, Jacobson on the battery as well as Arthur. They haven't tried anything too flashy yet, Northwest. Is this the time? It's going to be Jacobson. Out to Arthur. The slap. Good save there. But, oh, what a goal there on the back post from Cooper. A deflection from the Jacobson shot, and that was a very, very quick hands there to put that in. There was a great save there from Shepherd Blaisley, but unfortunately back to Jacobson, who was able to have a quick shot, and then back post Cooper has put that away. So a very, very good variation there for Northwest graduates. The goal to Cooper, and it is now 3-0 on the eve of half-time here for Northwest over this South Lonnie Suns team. And somehow, South Lonnie, who were doing so well until about 30 seconds ago, and now they're 3-0 down at half-time. Well, that's a bit of a blow we didn't see there, Ollie Lane, for the Suns, who were working their way back in with their first penalty corner of the game. How much momentum is that going to take away from what they built in that second quarter?
Yeah, it's really disappointing for the Suns, only on the fact that only 20 seconds out from half time, just to lose, just to go 3-0 down is just hurt a bit. But great work from Cooper. I guess from Cooper, it shows the importance of being in the right spots. In the circle, we talk about getting in that spot, we talk about getting that post and getting your stick on the ground for those deflections. And if you get there every time, it's going to come off sometimes, and that's really what it was. It was just great positioning from Cooper, and sometimes it's not even deliberate. It just hits your stick and go in, and everyone's happy about it. So that's great. And it's the work you do before then that gets you there. So I think Coach Lancaster for the Suns will be disappointed, but there's not much you can do now. You've just got to put it behind you and just keep working. There's a half a hockey to go, and anything can happen. It's only 3 goals.
Certainly is a half of hockey to go, Ollie Lane, and you can stick with us here and we will take you through that half. It is half-time here in this Women's State Club Cup final between Northwest Graduates and South Launceston Suns. Northwest Graduates 3, South Launceston 0. So they've got some work to do in this second half, which we will bring you after a quick break. Well, welcome back to this State Club Cup clash, State Club Cup final between Northwest Graduates and the South Launceston Suns. It's the Suns with work to do, down 3-0 at half-time. Northwest Grads have been thoroughly on top so far in this competition, but the Suns certainly fighting back in that second quarter, but unfortunately conceding late to go down 3-0. My name is Harry Vanderwood. I'll be massaging you through this second half. With me is our expert commentator, Oliver Lane. Ollie, what do the Suns need to do straight away in this second half to get themselves back in this game?
I think that they need a goal. That's the first thing, just to put a bit of scoreboard pressure back on the Grads. The Grads have had everything go their way, and just to really get some momentum back and get back on board. A goal before half-time will be disappointing, but just get control of the ball, get some forward play, get some shots, and get moving. As Trafui's over the ball here, and she plays the ball wide here, and it's just going to roll over the sideline. And Mainwaring's going to take the free hit for the Dogs, and they'll just set up nicely here. As she plays it back to Cooper. Cooper over the ball to Jacobson. And Jacobson looks up and then just plays it back to Cooper. And Cooper plays it long down the left-hand side to Arthur, and that's a great trap from Arthur. And she plays it back into the middle there to Calvert. And that is great play there from Baker, just to put some pressure on Calvert there on the trap there, and it's gone over the sideline. And it looks like Hamilton will take the free hit for the Suns.
Well, we just got a little bit of a show of some of Calvert's just sort of ability on the field. That ball just a little bit too far behind her, and she just stopped her run, took the contact from the Suns player in the back and then was able to nearly trap that. So that just shows Calvert's experience. Here is Cooper, the scorer of that third goal for Northwest. A great back post deflection rather. So she has started this second half like she ended the second quarter. It's going to be her free again. So Cooper over the ball. She's going to recycle. Jacobson, what can she do? Brothers on the far side, looks up. Doesn't have too much, plays it inside. Calvert, can't pull off the trap. Tough bouncing ball though for her, and the Suns look to go forward again. Trethewey. Sorry, Johns that is. Can't get past Cooper, who seems to be everywhere at the start of this second half. A great interception though there from Williams. But another interception from Lewis, who streams forward. Now she's got a lot of pace. Let's see what she can do with it. She's got Alexander ahead of her and just puts it out too far. So we've seen quite a few turnovers already in this second half, and I've often found, Ollie, that you can come out in the second half after a bit of a bigger break and feel a little bit cold and getting quite puffed in the first few minutes just because you've just stopped enough to get tired again, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll definitely see as this game goes on and open up. Just with the need for the South Launceston Suns to score goals, and just as players get tired, the game will open up and it will probably become a bit more end-to-end hockey. So just look out for that here as Connolly for the Suns has the ball. And she's playing it. She keeps composed well nicely there as Jacobson goes to tackle and she's holding possession. And she chucks into the middle there. A great spot, but no one's there. And Mainwaring cleans up for Bulldogs and plays it to Ebony Alexander there, who's tackled by Simons, I think. And yeah, it's just going to go out here for Mainwaring. So I think as the game opens, as the game goes on, it will open up more. And there will be a bit more end-to-end sort of hockey, which could open the floodgates for Northwest Grades or could see the Suns find themselves back into the game. As Pearson's just asked for Northwest Grades to stop the ball and play the free hit from where it's been blown. Good game management there. Sometimes when the game gets a bit out of hand, the umpires just do that just to slow it down and stop it from becoming a bit scruffy. As the ball played out to Brothers there, who plays it down the line to Jacobson. Jacobson looks up, sees Croden, plays the ball to Croden. Croden's got Calvert there or Jacobson back in. Cal coming in, driving into the circle there, and she's just lost control, and that'll be a Sun 16-yard hit.
Yes, Calvert uncharacteristically just losing it out in front of herself with some good pressure from the Suns' defence. Trethewey trying to hit through the lines, but it's a turnover. Calvert's got it. She uses the ball well. She's just going to put it out in front of Brothers, though, and what can Brothers do with it? Suns crowding that corner pretty well. She manages to find Crowden, who does some nice work to get into the circle, but just gets a little bit far out in front of her, and Trethewey clears, but only as far as the back line, so it will be a Northwest long corner as they start to stack this pressure on. Nearly all of the Suns players in their back 25, trying to really compact the ground and defend as a team. And it looks like Calvert has found the foot there and wins the penalty corner for Northwest Grads. Unfortunately, Oliver, sometimes when you put so many players back there, that just means there's more feet to find, and Calvert has absolutely no problem finding those.
Yeah, when defending, it's really important that we get outside the circle. Coaches talk about it all the time of getting outside the circle and meeting the player coming. Because obviously, if you give a free hit outside the circle, it's not a short corner. You can rebuild, reset, get people behind the ball and man up. Especially in most breakaway situations, you want to be tackling outside the circle, quick feet to get out there, because otherwise you get short corners like this situation. As the ball is flicked out to Arthur, there's the deflection there from Croden, and that is saved on the helmet by Shepherd Blaisley. A great save. Back in the day, they used to call that a six-pack, which is obviously the six-pack on the grill of the helmet. When you get hit there, it's not a bad one. As the ball is played to Jacobson, takes the long corner and plays it out there to Cooper. Cooper plays it into Arthur in the circle, and it's just all the right ideas there of quick passes. One-touch pass there from Cooper, but it's just gone out for a 16-yard hit. It'll be Trefui over the ball for a 16.
Through under a lot of pressure, finds Connolly. Connolly, unfortunately, gives the ball away. Arthur. Advantage is playing for the graduates. Crowden back to Arthur. Just outside her reach, though. Williams, we've called her name many, many times today. Good work by Cooper, but Connolly's going to retain possession here for the Suns. Williams has a heap of space in the middle, but the pass was a little bit slow. She does well to keep it because Lewis was hot on her tail. And Williams earns the free back again. Ollie Williams has been everywhere today. I think she's probably had the most possessions on the park. Obviously, we don't have the stats here, but she has been absolutely everywhere. Deep defence, deep attack. And she's obviously a running machine. She finds Johns with that ball. Nice little tuck inside, but Alexander doing her work as a midfielder, getting back, but she turns it over again. Quick ball into the circle for the Suns, but no one at home. And it's going to be a Suns long corner. Some momentum here for the Suns, Oliver Lane.
Yeah, Casey Ponting with her first touch of the game there, so get a bit of a feel on her feet there. But yeah, as you said before, Williams has been everywhere here for the Suns, so expect her to get involved in this play here as she's sort of looking for an opening. As the Suns play it back to Trafui here, who looks up, can't see anything, plays it back out wide to Dwarber. Dwarber plays it in, and it's just being mopped up here by Ebony Alexander, and she's played it out to her sister, but it is over the sideline. And Dwarber with the ball here on the right half for the Suns, and she plays it into Simons. Simons versus Alexander. Alexander with a great four-stick tackle there, and she's won the ball here, and they're away, the Dogs. And she plays it down the line, but Pascoe's just missed the trap there, and the Suns will be able to rebound here. But it's great to see the Suns with some possession, just build up a bit of pressure. Northwest are probably just a little comfortable at the moment with a 3-0 lead, which they deserve to be, but it's a good opportunity for the Suns to build some pressure.
Certainly is, and we're having a few more listeners give us a shout out. So shout out back at you, John, from a special cooey to you, John, from Cooey. Thanks for watching and supporting the Suns. A lot of Suns supporters on the chat. Maybe once it didn't come down, but we are seeing a large contingent of Suns supporters down here, which is great to see. So for your sakes, let's see if they can get a goal and get back into this game. But right now, it's Northwest Graduates up 3-0. Suns attacking now, winning the free. There's a heap of space on this right side of the field, Oliver. I would like to see the Suns try and just open it up, and as we can see, maybe not on your camera, but in our commentary box, we can see a lot of space over this side, and if they can get that overlap going, there's going to be a fair bit of attacking opportunity. So I think that they've played a little bit straight today, perhaps down, facing the way that they're playing. They probably just need to look to move the ball lateral and then look to attack.
Yeah, a bit of width and depth would help the Suns, I think, just to also stretch Northwest out, make them do a bit more running, obviously make the ball do the work, and just allow Northwest to probably get a bit out of position and a bit unorganised, as Williams has the ball here and she plays it back to Trafui. And she plays it wide here to Dwarber. Dwarber plays it down the line here, but Scutt's brilliant tackle and cleaned it up here, and Scutt's won the ball and plays it to Alexander in the middle, and they're away and driving here. And Alexander's got the foot here, but the umpire Pearson's paid advantage, and it'll go to Lucy Alexander down the left-hand side here. Just recycles it nicely to Scutt there, keeping possession, which we love to see. And Trafui with a strong tackle on Pascoe, and that's great. Great recovery there. As she just holds the ball up, looks for a free hit to buy her some more time, and there she is. She's won the foot and she's away. Nope. And umpire Pearson's given the free hit, which I think is really what Trafui wanted. So I think that's great umpiring there from Pearson. I don't think she wanted the advantage. As we've got Dwarber again on the ball. She plays the ball across, and that's a great ball to Connolly. Just really that width that we were talking about earlier. And Connolly looks up here, and she has some options there, and she's played it down the line to Pankew. Pankew with the ball, driving. Rolls around, gets on her four-stick, great strength, the left to right drag, and into the circle. And the ball, and it's just umpire Pearson, now it's just a long corner there. I'm not sure if umpire Pearson was paying advantage for a free hit outside the circle or a short corner there. But it's back to a long corner here, and it'll be Williams over ball in the central position. She plays it back to Trafui. Trafui plays it in to Johns. Johns tries to find it, but it's been cut off here by Cooper. Brilliant defending. And Cooper has the ball composed down the right-hand side. She plays the ball long here. And the Dogs have gone in here. Oh, no. Trafui's just been mopping up down the back there as Alexander turns it over. Alexander plays the ball in Pascoe. Pascoe in a strong position here. Oh, and a great layoff to Emily Alexander, and that's a fantastic team goal. Great pressure there from Pascoe. Won the turnover. Played it to Alexander, and she finishes it off. And that's just a great team goal. We love to see that.
Yeah, brilliant touch from Pascal initially in the circle, and then to just have the awareness to not put it into the keeper's pads, but to just lay it off to Ebony Alexander there to finish the easy goal. Just shows why Pascal's a class act for Northwest. That awareness just wins games. You know, you see a lot of younger players just blaze away at the pads because they're excited to be in behind, but that was a really good team goal, and Pascal deserves a lot of credit, as does Alexander, for getting to the right spot. As Williams attacks on that far side. Not Williams, sorry it was, but now it is Williams on the ball, but there's a player down on the far side. Looks like a bit of an accidental collision as McMullen hands a stick back. But it is going to be a Suns ball. So Oliver Lane, I was about to say to you that Suns 3-0 down with a lot of time left in this game. You get a goal back, it's anyone's game, but now it's 4-0 to Northwest Grads. And you would think that the Suns really need to get one on the board in this last 5 minutes of this third term to really be able to press for a big last quarter. So they know there's a challenge in front of them, and I'd just like to see them possibly take a few more risks as they attack. Throw it into the middle a little bit more, change their line of attack. They've got a player out here on the near side. They've got White, and if they'd used White straight away, they could have had a lot of space. They can do that now, though. They've got White out here again, just going straight and maybe not using the width as much as they should have. And unfortunately for the Suns, it's a turnover. McMullen on the ball now. Gives the 1-2. Back to Calvert. She's quick. She cuts inside. Great angles there. Oh, it's a good tackle by Williams, though. She has been very, very good all day. She's close to best on, and they're down 4-0 Oliver Lane.
Yeah, I think the Suns, to your earlier point there, just need to keep playing and having fun and enjoying it, and just playing attacking hockey, because hockey's a lot more fun when you're attacking and going for it. It's a cup game. It doesn't really matter if you lose 6-0 or 4-3. You've got to have a crack. So as Johns here plays the ball down the right, and Brothers does tackle nicely there. So yeah, just a bit of it. Just keep playing with attacking spirit and going for it. And hopefully we'll see a goal. And as I said, it's just got to build it all up. It's like a slow innings in cricket. You've just got to keep facing some balls and ticking it over. As Williams whacks it in there, and it's been picked up on the far side there by Baker. But Baker's recovered nicely as she whacks it into the circle, and ooh. But you see there, you did see Pankey on the post there. That's the spots you've got to get to, because it just takes one to go through, and if someone's in the right position, it can go on the back of the net.
Yeah, we have seen a few for the Suns now just go across the face, so they can almost consider themselves unlucky not to have a goal on the board at this stage, but they certainly just need a little bit of luck to go their way. And it's a great ball from Calvert. Almost, she could see Scott out on the far side, but couldn't get it there because of a Suns foot. But now she's running up on the right-hand side. It's a good tackle there from the Suns, though, slowing it down. We just saw that vision there from Calvert, just instantly looking at what she had laterally. And I think that's what the Grads have done really well compared to the Suns today. The Suns just been a little bit afraid to look laterally as a ball goes across the face and takes the Suns deflection out. So it'll be a Northwest long corner. Yeah, Ollie, I just feel like the Suns just need to look a little bit more laterally in this game. Change that line of attack and then attack really hard. So it'll be interesting to see if there is a message at three-quarter time from Coach Andrew Lancaster. To see McMullen outside. Can she get into the circle? She does now. What can she find? Can she find a foot? Bit of a scuffle in the circle. A backstick from Crowden. A backstick again from Crowden. What a save. That was a quick left-handed save there from Shepherd Blaisley. Crowden having 2 bites at the cherry. And no goal possible. Crowden doing really well at ground level, but Shepherd Blaisley up to the task there, Oliver Lane.
Yeah, that was a fantastic save from Shepherd Blaisley. She's made some great saves today, and she keeps delivering, which was great. And Crowden there just continually not giving up. The second efforts we love, it just kept going. She wanted that goal. I don't think Crowden's got a goal today, and she likes scoring goals, so she'll want one. There's a bit of a big collision there, but Lewis has the ball for Northwest. She drives into that circle, and it's a good tackle there from Williams and Hamilton working together, the old two-person tackle, which is good. And that's great pressure from the Suns, and they've won themselves a 16-yard hit there, which is great, just through the pressure on the Grads. And Shrathui will take the 16. I think to your earlier point, Banders, the lateral movement from Northwest Grads has been great to see. They've really opened up space, as Pascoe has the ball here and she drives into the circle. And it's got through, and another great save there from Shepherd Blaisley. But it's just allowed the Grads to split the Suns' defence open a little better, and it's always hard to defend on angles and as a defender. As Croydon has the ball there, she plays into the hot spot of the circle. There's a Suns player down there in the back as Williams mops up there, and she plays the ball out of defence. And umpire Pearson is just going to blow time here to see what has happened. I can't see who that is from here. I think it might be Hamilton. But to Gordon and Leslie in Newcastle, she looks okay. I think she might have just rolled her ankle, which, I mean, but she's not. Yeah, it looks like a bit of a nasty one. But just the ankle, which is great. I mean, hockey can be a dangerous sport with the ball flying around, and always want to be protecting our head, especially. As umpire Pearson will just give him enough time here to work it out there. Suns manager Amanda Buchanan doing a great job there. As we've started back up here, and it's played out to the left of Brothers. As Johns puts the pressure on, it goes to Croydon, and there's a tackle there from Dwarba as it's played off into Baker, and Baker's going down the right-hand side out to Johns. Johns versus Jacobson here. Jacobson will channel, and she gets the ball around, but it's a turnover there, and it's picked up by Cooper, who plays it to Brothers, and the Grads are out. As that's three-quarter time here, Harry Vanderwood, and I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you, Oliver Lane. Three-quarter time indeed, and it's Northwest Graduates 4, South Lonnie Suns 0 in this State Club Cup final at the Tasmanian Hockey Centre in Hobart. There's a mountain ahead of the Suns. If they're going to get back into this game, it's going to have to be a big last quarter for them. But of course, after this game, there is more action this afternoon with the men's State Club Cup final between Derwent, the Premier League premiers, and Canterbury, who lost to Derwent in the preliminary final. So it is a big game on this afternoon as well. So don't go anywhere if you're on the stream. You can catch it live on the Hockey Tasmania YouTube channel. But stand by for this last quarter between Northwest and the South Lonnie Suns, and we'll see what the Suns can do to get themselves back in this game. We'll be back in a few moments. Welcome back to this final quarter in the State Club Cup final between Northwest Graduates and the South Launceston Suns. Northwest Graduates up 4-0 and go with a quick start there. But Pearson I'm not sure if this is going to be a restart. It looks like it might be. But Northwest obviously showing a lot of intent early in this last quarter. It's been Northwest just consistently scoring throughout the game, and any time the Suns look like getting a little bit of momentum, Northwest able to put one on the board. We have had some standout performances though from both sides. Shepherd Blaisley has been absolutely fantastic for the Suns, and there has been calls on the chat line for perhaps best on ground. So that's how well she's playing. And if you've got any comments or questions, please jump into the YouTube chat and get amongst it. We'll try and do our best to give you a shout out as well as answer any questions you might have. As Alexander finds himself some space at the top of the circle, probably could have taken the shot, but does very, very well and gains the penalty corner. Oliver Lane, if that was you, you would have been blazing away well over the top. Alexander calm enough to just get the easy penalty corner with the foot. Oliver Lane, welcome back to this last quarter. Northwest grads with an early penalty corner showing intent.
Yeah, that was fantastic work from Alexander there. Not to get too carried away and just to find the foot, play to the team structure and get the short corner, which the Battery's been very successful. They've had 2 successful short corners so far today, so it's great team play from Alexander. And also not to rush into a back stick, and like some players do, I think it's just good calm play. As the ball's played out there, and it's to Alexander, who plays it in. And it's come off a sun stick, so it will be a long corner for the grads. And we've had Susan say about Renee's knee. I hope, we're trying to see from here, we hope it's not the knee for Renee. She's sitting on the chair on the bench there, but looks to be okay, hopefully. So shout out to everyone watching concerned about Renee. She's on the bench there with some ice. It looks to be on her ankle. As Strathui has the ball and she slaps it long and hard, and that's intercepted by Arthur. Arthur plays it in, but it's mopped up again by Williams. Fantastic work. Pearson calls play on. And, there's a lot going on there. And what's umpire Pearson going to have a long corner there? It's a bit, I couldn't really see what was going on there, Harry.
Well, Crowden's skills all day today have been very tricky. A lot of 3D skills from Crowden. Probably a little bit unlucky not to earn a penalty corner with that contact. As we see Lewis into the circle now. She is a young name for Northwest that we will be talking about for many years to come, I think. She shows great change of pace and really, really silky skills. As Strathui clears for the Suns, but only as far as Mainwaring, who just gives it quickly to Arthur, but Arthur getting some good defensive pressure there from the Suns. Simmons earning the free. What's she got ahead of her? Suns looking like they've got a little bit of lack of energy. They've got a few players behind the ball, and they really need to be getting those up the ground if they're going to look to pressure in this final quarter. Also having some reports here in the commentary box that there's no bench left for the Suns after that injury to Renee Hamilton. So they are having to run very hard, and they've had a few outs as well. So can see why they're just getting a little bit tired. This game's opening up, but they're going to have to find something if they want to get back into this game, as Calvert uses her silky skills to move forward. Advantage being played well there by umpire Pearson. Great save again, though, but it's gone in. Calvert has scored it despite Shepherd Blaisley's best attempts. Calvert just able to pick her pocket and put that one in the back of the net. And Oliver Lane, it's 5-0 now Northwest Graduates, and this game's starting to look a little bit dangerous for the Suns here.
Yeah, it's been Shepherd Blaisley's just been outstanding today. I think the one thing you want from your goalkeeper is you to make almost every first save, and Shepherd Blaisley's done that. After you've made one save, it's really up to the defenders to get in there and mop it up. The goalie can't keep making multiple saves. And Shepherd Blaisley has made multiple saves on occasion, so she's been fantastic. And yeah, the Suns here, we've got 13 minutes to go here, and just keep playing and playing hard. It's a long drive back up the highway to Launceston, so we might as well, 13 minutes left of the season, we might as well have a crack and have some fun. As it looks like the Suns there, Suns controlling the ball nicely, and it's played out to Chafui. And Arthur in there, trying to tackle and put pressure on, but Chafui comes through here, and it's out to Simons. And she goes through, and she's got 2 options, and she plays across the circle, and it's almost trapped there from Baker, but it's gone out for a 16, unfortunately. Oh, that was probably the best bit of play I've seen from the Suns there. A good 2-on-1 going into the circle. We'd love to see it. That's what you want as entering that attacking 25. But 2-on-1s just to really just scare the defenders and have to make them make a decision.
Yeah, it certainly was the best chance of the game, and you're listening to expert comments from Oliver Lane, Canterbury Premier League legend, as well as playing over with MCC in Melbourne at the moment. We are lucky to have him back in Tasmanian, doing a great job on the commentary, as Huey continues to do a great job all day. She's been very strong, showing a little bit of elbow there to Scott, which is always good strength, but Mainwaring comes away with it, finds Lucy Scott. Great ball, Alexander rather. Bait ball to Crowden. She's been on fire today, and that's a beautiful ball across the face. Can Alexander get on the end of it? No. Shepherd Blaisley has come out off her line so quickly and just sent that away. That is amazing goalkeeping. To be able to read that ball so early, come off your line and deal with it is impressive goalkeeping. And she, Ollie, I know we've been saying it before, but she's having some game this afternoon.
Yeah, an amazing game. an amazing save as well. Diving forward, slapping the stick, and just cleared it out. She's defending her goal ferociously as Northwest grads have a ball here, and it's played back to Cooper. Cooper looks up, sees some options, plays out here Mainwaring. She'll play it forward and just pick up her own work here and give it. There's a 2-on-2 here in the corner as it goes out to Arthur. And Arthur beats one, and Arthur plays, and Williams mops up for the Suns. She's been fantastic. And the Suns are away here. And, she plays that to Johns, and it's going to roll over the sideline. And just a shout out, yes, we have noticed the 4 children in the Suns tops. They've disappeared for the moment. I'm not sure where they are, but it's a fantastic bit of fanware, memorabilia. That's not the right word. It's just merchandise. I don't know if they're on sale at the Suns shop, but it's been great to see. They were chanting early on in the game and standing up and doing some dancing when the music was on at half time. So thanks, Gordon. And thanks, Bruce, for the shout out for Renee up in Newcastle. We hope she's okay as well. As Connolly plays it back here to Trafui. And Trafui plays it into the middle to Williams. Williams traps it nicely. Plays on the back stick. Goes up, but it's play on. And Calvert's mopped it up here, and Calvert's got control. As it's just been, she was tackled there by Panque, but it's been knocked out, and it will be McMullen by the looks of it playing on the sideline. She plays it to Calvert, and a bit of a scrap, but it's gone out again. And it's for Suns ball.
McMullen doing the right thing as a bit of a younger defender. When Calvert demands it, you just put it on her stick. You definitely don't ignore Calvert when she asks for it. But right now it's Williams. She's been fabulous all day. Williams, Shepherd Blaisley, and Trafui have been massive for the Suns. Unfortunately, not enough to keep them in the game. So they are down 5-0, but they've been spectacular. And for Northwest grads, it's been a lot of Calvert, a lot of Arthur as well as Cooper in the backline, who has it now. So a very impressive game from all of these players. There's Northwest just working their way out of defence, trying a few options. Scut with some tidy skills inside. Advantage played. She's over it now. Mainwaring. She's going to go, looks like backing around here for Northwest. Up 5-0, just looking to take some heat out of this game. So you already have a fair bit of heat out of it, but just gaining some possession. Calvert with a nice little sideways pass to McMullen. But Williams again finding herself in possession. She's intercepted well all day. She's run well all day. She's been a massive credit to this Suns team, who have had a tremendous season in the GNL and continued that form in this State Club Cup as well. So whilst they're down now 5-0, they have had a very impressive performance and should be very proud. As we see Northwest grads just figuring it out of defence. Pascoe finds a foot. Calvert's onto it. It's a lot of space on this far side now, and that's where Calvert goes. Finds Alexander Ebony. Scuts overlapping. She's got a heap of space as well. Just slows it up now. Finds a way forward. Just negotiating here, Northwest grads. And unfortunately, the ball for McMullen just drifts out too far in front of her and goes over the far side.
Yeah, and I think before, Vanders, when you're talking about the best players for Suns, I think it's really hard to pick a best player for Northwest. I think they've played a great team brand of hockey. And to really pick whoever picks the best on ground today, it would be hard because it's just, they've all contributed. Everyone's done their role, and that's really the sign of just some great team hockey. I think Coach Mardell will be really happy with that. There's been no one trying to take the game on and do it all themselves. It's just been great. As the Suns drive forward here, and there's an opportunity, and Ponting with the save, and the shot, and it's gone wide there. The shot from Baker, which is unfortunate. It looked promising. That was only Ponting's second save of the day, and she went to kick it, and she's kicked it straight back out. It hasn't really been worked over, so she might be a bit cold down there.
Yeah, really good save from Ponting. It was an awkward one. Not coming really fast, but because of the deflection, just wrong-footed her a little bit and did a really great job to just throw that right boot out, and a show of flexibility that was very impressive, which you certainly need as a goalkeeper. So she'll be pretty keen for a clean sheet. We know how fiercely these goalkeepers and defenders aim for clean sheets. It's a pride thing as Pascoe works down that far side, finds a way into the circle, but the Suns managed to put that one out. But Northwest continue to ask questions here of the Suns. Lewis now. Oh, look at that drag into the circle. What can she do here? Can she get a corner? Squares it up. Arthur. Oh, crowded at the back post. Turns with little angle, puts it into the side netting on the far side. Well, it started from Lewis with that big left to right drag. Got it to Arthur, who had a shot. And then it deflected to the back post, and Crowden just finishing classily, turning around and just putting it away. So that's a little bit of a cherry on top there for Northwest graduates. And that'll hurt the South Launceston Suns, because only moments ago, Ollie Lane, they were up the other end with their best chance of the game. But Ponting keeping Northwest away, and then the rebound goal. So it's going to hurt the Suns, and they've got to really work hard for this last 5 or so minutes to make sure this scoreline doesn't get too unflattering.
Yeah, once again, Shepherd Blaisley making the first save. She's been superb all day. We'd love to hear from home. You're at home on the text line or the comments if you've got who your best player of the game is if you've been watching all day. That'd be great to hear from. For both teams, help us pick who we think will be our best player, because it's been hard to pick out there. There's been lots of candidates. As the Suns have a ball through Connolly on the sideline here, or close to the sideline with a free hit. She looks up and she blasts it long down the line to Johns, and Johns is just unable to trap it, which is unfortunate. And we'll see Northwest Grad start again with the 16-yard hit as they set up nicely here with the spread. Jacobson will go out to McMullen, find some space. She's got either option down the line or in the midfield to Lewis. And she plays it to Croydon, who just taps it on. It's Arthur chasing here, and Arthur's going to get there. Arthur versus Sawyer. And Arthur just plays it in, but Trathui's cleaned up lovely there and just regains possession of the ball, and it'll go back at, an unfortunate there. It's a good 1-2 play. Hockey is very much, if you can get 1-2s around the ground, that makes it a whole of a lot easier to eliminate defenders. Definitely talk about it training, making triangles and creating as many 2v1s as possible. As Lewis has the ball, and she's tackled strongly by Williams. Good 4-stick tackle, and Williams gets onto a 4-stick and keeps control. It's played out there to Baker, and Baker runs down this right-hand side. She's channeled by Jacobson, and Jacobson's just going to track her through here, not overcommitting at all, and that's fantastic from Jacobson. That's textbook defending there. Didn't overcommit early and just made Baker run the ball onto her stick. But Williams has just been going all day, and she gets the ball back and she drives it into the circle. It's hit Simon's stick, and Simon's scored! She's scored! That's fantastic! What a fantastic goal there. It's been really come out of nothing. It's been popped in, diving to the right, 4-stick slap, and she's just gone over Ponting there. On the half volley almost, and it's just gone into the net, and that's fantastic. That's a fantastic finish there.
Well, Oliver Lane, that is one of the best turn received first touch goals I have ever seen. She just took the turn, took the touch, took a great turn, and then with a tight ankle put in the back of the net, and that is such tidy stuff there. So that has got the Suns contingent in the crowd on their feet. There looks like quite a few have come down. They were very excited to see that goal, and wow, what a stylish way to finish. That's definitely been one of the best individual goals we've seen.
Yeah, I actually played with Nicole's brother many years ago, Michael, and he was known for a very fancy finish like that. Used to be very good at the 360s and the one-time volleys and all that. So if you're watching, Michael, give us a shout out. I'd be very surprised if you were, but it's great to see. It obviously runs in the family, the goal-scoring ability.
Yes, and a great consolation prize to the Suns here. It's 6-1 Northwest Grads, but Simon's just with an absolutely terrific goal, all class there. As we see Ponting just cleaning up for Northwest Grads at the back. Cooper throws it inside. Lewis. Oliver Lane, what I've really liked about Northwest Grads' game today is they haven't been afraid to just throw it into the middle. If a player's presented in the middle of the field, even in the back quarter, I've been happy to throw it there and then work their way out of defence, which I think is obviously risky, but there's a lot of reward to it as well. And there's just hasn't been a lot of fear from Northwest graduates today. So I think that's been a huge benefit to their game and helped them really advance up the ground.
Yeah, they've just backed in each other's skills, which you've got to do. You've got to be willing to play it and throw it into the midfield there, and even when they're 1v1, they've got a player up their back, just to make the trap and play and break the lines. And you practice and you train twice a week for it, so it's just good to trust each other's teammates. When you're not trusting your teammates and not throwing those balls, it's when you sort of play within yourself and it all sort of falls apart, because no one wants to make a mistake, and there's nothing wrong with making a mistake as long as if it's a long, hard pass, it's more likely to be spill into dispute and then an opportunity to win it back. But if it's soft and timid, it's often that the defender can just step in front and take it, and it's a turnover and they're away. As Northwest have a ball through Arthur, there's a strong 4-stick roll, and she plays it into Pascoe. Pascoe with the roll again, and it's just popped out. And Shepherd Blaisley just watches it go over the line. She's going to do everything to avoid another goal in the back of the net today.
Tell you who's also in the conversation for best on ground today. I think Josie Crowden has been really dangerous up forward, probably the most dangerous forward on the ground, just with a lot of really nice touches and 2 goals today. So she would be in the conversation as well. As the Suns now just trying to work it out of defence. It's a good ball, gets through Jacobson. Oh, and unfortunately, the ball there from White can't find a teammate. But the Suns have really continued to press all day and work really hard together as a team. They've been very valiant all day. Certainly haven't given up at any stage, and probably unlucky not to get a few more goals Oliver Lane. So they certainly haven't done themselves any disservice. They've played with a lot of heart out here today, especially with a small and then non-existent bench. So Suns continuing to show a lot of heart out there. It is Main Wearing, but she unfortunately spills it over the sideline. So the Suns will go again in this final minute.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the Suns. I think they've played superbly. They haven't given up all game. They've kept going. They haven't had a bench. It's always hard to win a game of hockey with no subs. Northwest are running 4 or 5 subs, so they've been really impressive, and I think it's really great that they've shown up, some of the southern clubs, in this competition. And unfortunately, they haven't got the chocolates today, but they've had a fantastic campaign. They can't be disappointed with their season, and really, they should be really proud of what they put out there today. It was great.
No, exactly right, Oliver Lane. So that is the full-time siren that has just gone, and the winner of the State Club Cup final is Northwest Graduates. They have won 6-1 against South Launceston Suns in a good game. Certainly wasn't as one way as the scoreline may have suggested. We saw a lot of individual brilliance from both sides, especially that late goal to Nicole Simmons for the Suns. It was an absolutely fabulous effort. So well done to both teams. But it is Northwest Graduates, the winner on this occasion. They'll be happy with that. They obviously out of finals in straight sets and lost 5 in a row. So to come back and win this State Club Cup final will go a long way with them and setting them up for season 2022. As were the Suns with a fabulous season in the GNL with just 2 losses. That is it for the Women's State Club Cup final. Coming up next, though, is the Men's State Club Cup final between Derwent and Canterbury, and you can catch all that action very shortly.
Make sure you switch streams to catch the Canterbury Derwent game.